everybody, Ellen here. Today I come to you guys with my May TBR. I can't believe it is May already, but here we go. So for this month I've tried to do sort of it's very fantasy heavy, but I just wanted to try to continue on with some series. So I've chosen 5 books and 3 of them are actually continuations on series that I really do like. So hopefully we'll be able to get to them all, but we'll see how it goes. But the first book is On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. This is a contemporary book, and this is by the author that wrote The Hate You Give, and I really love that book. And this has been out for a little while now, and I still haven't read it, and that's like unbelievable because I have so many books to read. I kind of forget that I have this one, but I really want to read it. So you know, it feels like a good spring book. But in this one we meet 16-year-old Bree, and she wants to become a rapper, and her dad was actually a rapper too before he died. And I think this one is supposed to take place in the same kind of neighborhood that Star from The Hate You Give lives in. They don't know each other, but Bree is supposed to be aware of what happened, like in that novel, is what I've heard. So that sounds really good. And they don't go to the same schools or anything like that. But Bree finds herself at the center of a controversy portrayed by media as a more menace than MC. But with an eviction notice staring her family down, Bree doesn't just want to make it, she has to make it as a rapper. And even if it means to becoming the very thing the public has made her out to be. So yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be like a lot of you know, people that has a lot of opinions about people when they shouldn't have. And I really loved Angie Thomas' writing style, so I really want to read this one so bad. One of the series I want to start because I've heard amazing things about this series. And this series, I think it's 3 books, and all of the books have won, like, I think it's the Hugo Award, because this one won it. I think all of the 3 books won for the year that it came out. But this is the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. This series is called The Broken Earth. But on the back it says, "This is the way the world ends for the last time. It starts with a great red rift across the heart of the world's sole continent, spewing ash that blots out the sun. It starts with death, with a murdered son and a missing daughter. It starts with betrayal along dormant wounds, rising up to fester. This is the stillness. Land long familiar with catastrophe, where the power of the earth is wielded as a weapon, and where there is no mercy." Dum dum dum. So, I mean, more vague than that you cannot be, but I've heard amazing things. It's supposed to be really great, so I really look forward to reading it. And since it really wouldn't be a TBR with Brandon Sanderson, which not only I think so, but some of the viewers are starting to think so too. So we're just gonna do what everybody anticipates. So the Brandon Sanderson book for this month is The Words of Radiance Part 1. So this one is quite chunky, and it's, you know, the first of 2 parts. So we're gonna see how long it is. 653, so it's definitely chunky. It's going to be this month's time, and you know, I really like this series so far. It's really hard to describe it without spoiling it, but it's really magical, and I just love Brandon Sanderson's writing style so much, and I'm really just start to love the characters so much. But this one is fantasy, that magic, and there's sort of like war gear, really, as blades and stuff like that are truly magical, and people want to get their hands on them. So there's sort of a lot of, you know, wars and fighting as usual, as in Brandon Sanderson books usually are. But yeah, I really liked it so far. I read the first book, which is also in 2 parts, but I read the first 2 parts and I really enjoyed it. Got another continuation in a series, and this is The Inquisition by Karen Matheru. This is book 2 in the Summoner series, and I read the first book, I think in, I want to say February, I'm not sure, it might have been January, but I really liked that one a lot more than I thought it would. It wasn't really like I didn't read it very fast, but the story was very fast paced. So, I mean, anyways, it was really great. So in this one we meet Fletcher, and he accidentally gets his hands on this sort of summoner's book, if you will, and he accidentally summons a demon. And just there, it's just awesome right from the start. So in this one we have a magic school, and well, in the first book we have a magic school, we have sort of a magical tournament, we have rivalry, we have like demon battles, and it's so cool. A little bit Hogwarts vibes, honestly, but it's so cool. I really want to know what happens, because the first book ends with a cliffhanger and I need to know what happens. The fifth and final book I am planning to read, which wouldn't be the first time I say so, because this has been on a many TBRs, and I don't know why I haven't read it, because I love the first two books and I don't know what's wrong with me. But that is A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir, and I need to read this. I love this series so much. I read book 1 and 2 last year actually. I've had this book for months and I still haven't read it. What's the matter with me? I really don't know, because I feel like I have forgotten so many parts of the first two books, so I really need to like look at a spoilery site or something so that I can remember, because I can't keep rereading every single series because I have a shitload of books to read and that can't happen. But it's so cool. So in the first one we meet Lila and Elias, I think their names are, and Lila's brother is actually arrested for treason, and of course she wants to save him, but he ends up in this sort of very well protected prison, and she has to join up with a rebellion group and pose as a slave girl to be able to get close enough to, you know, get some information from sort of the kind of military side, if you will, and get the rebellion that information, and in exchange they will help her get her brother out of this prison. And when she's there she meets this guy named Elias, who's actually kind of one of the guards, and shit happens. This series is very brutal. It's so well written, magical characters, love the world building, love the writing style, and it's awesome. And I just need to read this because I read like the first sentence in this book and I was hooked, and I want to read the rest. But yeah, those were all of the 5 books I want to read this month. I really want to get through them all, but as you know, I suck at reading my TBRs. I usually read like 2 books out of the 5, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to do my best. And yeah, if you have read any of these books, please let me know down below what you thought about them, without spoiling of course. And yeah, if you like this video, please don't forget to give me some thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the button down below. And yeah, I hope to see each other in the next one. Bye!